Welcome to Truly Heal and our Truly Heal studio, where we discuss treatments, devices, therapies, and how to do them at home. Now today we talk about RIFE frequencies and RIFE treatments, and as you can see, which combo is best for me, for you. You know, for which particular disease? What should I get? Do I need all the accessories? Do I not? And I thought I'll answer that. I had so many questions and it's always getting into the same direction, so I thought I'll make a video to shortcut for me the process and to make it easier for you. Now, as we go through, we have a special on at the moment, and this is only valid till the weekend. And it's not from the company. They distance themselves. They say there is no discounts allowed. I reduced the price out of my own pocket because we had so many sales, and I really believe this equipment can help you. So we have until the weekend, until Sunday night, a special on that you can get if you use the coupon code BCX special during checkout. And you will find on the page underneath all the links to the different products, and you just click on that, use the BCX special, and that gives you free facial ones to treat wrinkles and beautification and pain relief and rejuvenation. And you will get a 5% discount and free shipping in US. And that is always the price for the bundle if you get that. And that brings us to the very first setup. If you start out with RIFE, you have never done it before, you don't really know what to expect, well, this is the base unit. Everything else connects to this unit. So you need this unit in order to run a far infrared, to run a foot bath, to run the big double bubble or the PEMF mat, which blends perfectly onto my couch over there. So we will discuss now, first of all, the BCX Ultra, turn that on and show you very short how you can use this device in the most efficient way. So let me just go to my favorite program. I think it's 28 and on, and there is a booklet with all the frequencies, so you don't need to worry about that. Use default system, yes. Use the ray tubes, okay, and run 3 minutes each frequency, and electrical tubes are plugged in, okay. Press start, and now the process fires up. Simple, easy to use. That's why we've chosen this device. It's very easy for every age group to use, and you just select your disease, your problem, your pathogen, your bacteria overgrowth, your viral overload out of the booklet, select the program, and then start. And then you can see it fires up, and these little Darth Vader glow sticks, you know, you can use them. They're completely hygienic and sealed. They're glass tubes, so you can use them everywhere. You can use them inside your mouth, you can use them on your jaw, you can treat ear infections, swollen lymph node, if you have tonsillitis, if you have any bacteria overgrowth. You know, a lot of people have lymph nodes swollen, they have breast treatments. You know, there's no limit. You can use these even in your genital area with huge success to kill off pathogens, and that's the main focus. And you can also stimulate detoxification, organ activity, and you can tune them into frequencies like harmonizing and calming and meditation and sleep and all of those things as well. So the range is vast, and that's all you need. There is no stronger application than those ones. And that's what I would suggest you start with. It comes with those brass handles that we discussed in our last video, which you can connect if you don't have different metals in your mouth. It comes with the foot plates to put your feet on, and it's a very nice combo all together to start the process out. And it's also quite affordable as a treatment that kills off pathogens without side effects. Really important. No toxicity, no side effects, nothing. All you have is the treatment and the die-off. It takes a while. It's not an instant treatment. You don't hold them and then they're all dead. It's a slow motion process. You have to always think your bacteria, for example, they are larvae, then they are young, then they are mature, then they're old. So they have different stages, and not all of them respond straight away. So you will have a slow gestation process and a slow transformation process. If you then combine good body protection so that your immune system is up to the task, then you will find that you reduce the load systematically, and over a period of 2 or 3 months, you are then clear. Okay, so that's the base. And if you go to the shopping cart, just use in BCX Special. That will give you the discount and the free shipping, and that will be the end price. Again, that's price that only I can give you, because I pay out of my own pocket. It's not from the company supported, and it's only valid till Sunday night. All right, and now let's move on to the next bundle, which is something that is used in a community, in a group. So if I just press on off here, turn it back on, we just stick with number 1, which is an ALS program. So I don't need to change around, use default. Now I switch here to external, and the external bulb is connected. Turn it on, and now press start, and now the big bubble turns on. Now if you combine the BCX Ultra with the big bubble, and you can see it's firing up now, that's when you want to treat the whole family. You can have that sitting in your living room where everybody watches TV. You can have it sitting in your kitchen. You can have it in your office where several people are. And you can treat everyone. If you invite a few friends that all have Lyme disease or an infectious disease like hepatitis A, B, C, any kind of disease, even cancers, you can get a group together and they all sit around the table, talk, discuss, have a drink, you know, not alcohol, something healthy, and you would enjoy a nice company, because the program runs for about 2 hours. You know, this is great to share information with each other and to work out a concept in a group. Now, for those of you who know that Lyme disease is always within the whole family, it's transmitted by body fluids as well. So if you kiss, well, then you transform bacteria. That doesn't mean the other person will break out with Lyme disease. If you don't have deficiencies, if they don't have a high toxic heavy metal load, it might not even go to stage 1 or stage 2. Whereas if somebody has high deficiencies, has those problems, it might develop into stage 3 and 4. But they're all infected. So if we start using a RIFE therapy with the whole family, and we would treat them all, we could eradicate or lower the burden significantly. All right, that's the combination. Again, BCX Special. If you select, there is a link underneath on the page. Then you get the price discount, and that's a once-off offer. You won't get that price anymore, and that's, in my opinion, a really great deal. Now, there is 2 major healing programs. One is PEMF, as we know, we speak about that next, and there is far infrared. And many of you know far infrared is something really beautiful. It brings warmth and heat, my microphone, it brings warmth and heat into the body. It opens up blood vessels, it increases blood circulation, oxygen uptake. So heating up an area is what the body does to detoxify, to heal, and to repair. Now, many of you are exhausted. A healing is exhausting. The body to repair is exhausting. You might have not enough energy for the body to produce that heat. And that's where far infrared comes in really, really handy. Now, if you have neck and shoulder problems or pain in joints, you can just put that back here into the chair and just lean against it. Oops, the cable is wrong way around. And that far infrared controller then sends in RIFE frequencies modulated on top of the frequencies of far infrared. So you will have the frequencies modulated on top, and that makes it really, really easy to warm up an area and induce RIFE frequencies into the body, which is extremely pleasurable, extremely nice. It feels good. Plus the effects are greatly enhanced. So for those of you who lack energy, healing energy, this is a great addition. And I have put a little bit of explanation and text underneath, and we're all responding to different elements. Now, think about the spectrum. We have very low PEMF, earth magnetic fields, frequencies, very low, between 5 and 30 hertz, very low rumbling frequencies that carry energy into the body. Plus, we also have the light spectrum, which is light, like laser light, like these lights here, or the far infrared and near infrared, which is warmth that is sent into the body from the sunlight. Now that's just a higher frequency, but it also energizes the body. Without sunlight, we wouldn't be able to live. Now what you do with PEMF, which is the earth rumbling, the earth magnetic field, inducing into the body, you energize, and with far infrared, it's the sunlight, the sun warmth that energizes the body. Both of them have slightly different aspects on your health, but both of them boost your immune system. Both of them will enhance your blood flow, your blood circulation, your bone strength, your energy levels, and will help to transform vitamin D into the body, you know, and absorb nutrients in a much better way. So you always want to have those anyway. Now here you can have them in one treatment, which is really great. You have the RIFE frequencies and you have the far infrared or PEMF at the same time. Now let me just put this aside here and here. It's nice. You can lay in bed and just put that behind your neck. If you have a stiff neck, wow, it just relaxes in no time. You can put it underneath your sacral area if you have problems there. In your underbody, if you have an infection or bladder infection, you can sit on it, which is really nice. You just put it, you know, on your chair, and then you sit, and then you get a very hot, warm butt, and it heats up the whole body from the root chakra, from the base chakra up. So that's definitely something I would consider, especially if you're a colder type. Many people have hypothyroid, they're cooling out, they are low body temperature. For them, this is an ideal treatment. And now let me move over to our PEMF mat. And you can see they made it in perfect color for our couch. And I've been wondering the whole time, if we use PEMF, you certainly can lay on it, which is very nice. I just put all my cushions underneath here and prop that up. Where's my third one? Here. Prop that up. And now I would lay nicely into my mat and have a very relaxed treatment. And it's full body. I can even, if I'm small enough, cover it up. And the PEMF waves would resonate into my body. Really nice. Now, just recently I went to a friend, and she has a daughter with very severe Lyme disease, and she sat there and wrapped this whole thing around her. So she was going and really packed herself into the mat. She was curling up underneath and wrapped it once around, and she was sitting there and turned it on and had those RIFE frequencies penetrate the whole body from all sides, from all angles. And she said all her tremors, all her vibration, all the tinkling in the nerves, all the pain that she feels in the body, the numbness, everything disappears. It was just like, you know, wrapping herself into a protective cocoon. And because it penetrates the body in a very gentle way, and you can run that for 2 hours, her whole body was recharged. You probably remember when I spoke about RIFE in the RIFE training, and if you haven't seen it yet, turn it on. It really is important that you understand the principles. So when you talk about RIFE and you look at the different possibilities to treat yourself, you work with electroporation. And electroporation is something that really energizes cells. So you would absorb the energy into the body through electroporation, activate cells, build them up. Your healthy cells will say, ooh, super energy, like I feel the energy that is building up. And those cells that respond to that frequency, they will overcharge, and then pop. So it's a slow motion process. It can sometimes take, for one frequency, up to 6-7 minutes until the cells that we want to kill get fragile. So don't stress yourself that this is like a one-off treatment and then it's done. It's a slow motion treatment. But the good thing is, if we have a whole group of people sitting here with Lyme disease, and there is one person who has no Lyme disease, they won't feel a thing. They won't have any problems. They won't even notice that they have a treatment because it doesn't resonate anything within their bodies. So that's a definitely cool concept that we should always address. And now I've jumped from one to the next without looking at my slides. So you have here the far infrared, you have the PEMF, and you can see whether you get the far infrared or the PEMF, they're almost the same price. So that's definitely something to consider. And I will show you something afterwards, which is the healer bundle, which combines the two, and it is a real joy to have. Now the foot bath, which is certainly not like that, it's going into a container, into a basin, where you then have salt water. This is something which we call the Detox Bundle. And if you have a high load of toxins, you know that you need to get rid of them. Now, foot baths are very often misunderstood. A lot of people say, well, I put my feet into the foot bath and then the dirt comes out my feet. It's not quite right. Because you can put that into and the water gets brown whether your feet are in or not. So that's not the issue. That's the corrosion of the electrodes. What you would like to do with that treatment is send RIFE detox frequencies into the body to stimulate a detox. And because on the soles of your feet you have all of those fine acupuncture points, those organ points that stimulate detox. It's like having those little crystals on your feet, having a foot massage. All of that stimulates the same thing. Now here, when you put your feet onto that and you send the energy up, you stimulate a hepatic detox, liver detox. You stimulate a renal detox. All your kidneys are starting to flush out. You can start sweating. Usually when you did a treatment with the RIFE foot bath, you start to smell, which is unpleasant, but it discharges toxins. You discharge heavy metals, plastic toxicity, all the phthalates, all the neurotoxins from your pathogens that die off of all the dead bacteria that die off at the same time. All of that will be discharged, and that's what you pee out, you poo out, and you sweat out. So you need to get those organs going, but the foot bath stimulates that process dramatically. And I really love it. I've started to do that more and more. It's a bit of a hassle with that basin and pouring out the water, and it's not my favorite job. It's kind of labor intense, but if you have in your bathroom a spot where you can set it up, this is very, very powerful. And we all know healing is not really possible without detoxifying first. So again, this is with the titanium foot bath plates and the whole setup, and you still have the plasma ones. You still have the RIFE device on top that you can use on your own. All right, and now that's what I wanted to mention before, the healer bundle, which is the far infrared mat that you use to warm the body up, the PEMF mat to energize, stimulate, recharge. You always know I compare it with recharging the body with like a toothbrush. You know those electric toothbrush? When the battery runs empty, you put it on the charger and it recharges. Similar to that is PEMF. It just recharges every cell. So you have here the recharge mat, you have the far infrared. I add the microfiber fabrics like the gloves and the socks and everything, which means you can put on those socks and there is a metal mesh woven in, so it actually helps you if you have arthritis or bacteria in your knees, bacteria in your elbows and joints. You can really, especially the gloves for your hands, this is a phenomenally powerful treatment. If you treat those with the microcurrent, you can get rid of all the different bacteria that eat away all your joints and destroy your mobility. Plus the laser ones and the Darth Vader ones. All of that, and that's a very affordable, discounted price until Sunday for $4,356 once you put in BCX special into your shopping cart checkout. And then we have the last one. Now, if you're a clinic, if you have clients, and you would like to adjust for those who need warmth. You have the far infrared, you have the PEMF, you have the foot bath, you have the double bubble for your community treatments, group treatments. You have everything in there, and again we add the facial ones, the microcurrent fiber, I put the lasers to it, and the discount, almost $500 discount, free shipping. Then you have well, clinical application of RIFE in every possible way to sell to your clients. And you know yourself, that is a price that is returned in no time. As soon as you start working with your clients efficiently and they learn and see the benefits, it goes out like wildfire. So many people have written back to us and said, Marcus, RIFE has been my home pharmacy for such a long time. I couldn't live without. Thank you so much for sharing and explaining. I've learned new things that I didn't know that I could do. So don't miss out to learn the free RIFE training where we go through all of those different applications, where you see how you can use them, contraindications, side effects, and all the precautions, how you can support the treatment with good supplementation and with adjunct treatments. All right, now head over, click any of the links below, get your bundle. If you're uncertain, start out with the BCX Ultra with the base model, because you can always add those accessories at a later stage once you see how it works. And I'm very certain once you've experienced these plasma ones and you see how well they actually address all of those different pathogens, you're hooked, just like me. All right? Thanks a lot for joining me today. And if you have questions, don't forget to post them below the video so that my answers get to everyone. All right? Thanks and see you soon.